if they're able to get out of the regional in Los Angeles and defeat the #1 overall seed in UCLA, they will host a super regional in Oxford. That's a big if, and that's the good news. The bad news, since moving to a 64-team field in '99, the #1 overall seed has failed to advance out of their own regional just once. So Ole Miss gearing up to face the #1 overall seed in UCLA in the Los Angeles, California regional as they get set to take on that West Coast style of play. Sykes Orvis will talk about that. Mike Bianco talking about his team.
Basically opposite of SEC baseball. A lot of small ball, a lot of hit and run, and a lot of bunting. But I mean, that's how they play their game out there. They take pride on pitching and defense, and I mean, but we can pitch, play defense as well. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, different styles of baseball, and it should be fun.
They want to play. They want to have success, and they know they haven't always had it, and they've fallen down enough. But they seem to always get back up and always have a smile and a lot of energy to them. So I think that's made it easier on us. So I give them a lot of credit.
Ole Miss will play at 2 p.m. on Friday, an online-only broadcast. The UCLA game will be on ESPNU. Now, if the Rebels win and the Bruins win, good chance you're going to see that 6 p.m. Saturday game be on ESPNU. We'll see how it all plays out. Sunday games will also go according to plan 2 and 6, and if necessary, teams will play Monday. The winners will play Monday at 6 p.m. Now, 7 SEC teams in all are in the field of 64, including Ole Miss. LSU and Florida got overall seeds. Texas A&M and Vanderbilt will be hosting. Arkansas and Auburn both going on the road. The Rebels have a pretty good spot. They're in UCLA. You never know in college baseball. You never know with Ole Miss, and you never know with that run. They could pull off a stunner and possibly host the Super Regional in Oxford. Now on to football, and today it wasn't really an introduction. There was more of a welcome home party at Starkville High. The Yellow Jackets were in the market for a new athletic director and head football coach, and they appear to have hit the jackpot. The Jackets welcomed in new AD Milton Smith from Laurel and new head football coach Ricky Woods. Smith is a Starkville High grad. He will succeed Dr. Stanley Miller, and Woods returns to the Magnolias after 2 seasons in Tennessee. He's an Ackerman High graduate, still has family that lives in Choctaw County, which makes the arrival of Starkville more of a homecoming rather than a brand new world.
Starkville was the only place I would have come home to, and I'm not just saying that because it's Starkville. And you know, I know that I grew up around here. I played Starkville several times, and traditionally it's a storied program, and that's really the reason why, because it's Starkville High School.
We look at more than just resumes because we want it to be a good fit. First and foremost, we wanted somebody in here who was going to be a person of character and help guide and mold and teach our young men. Like Coach Wood said, long after they're football players, they're still going to be men in our community, and we wanted men of character graduating from Starkville High School.
Starkville couldn't have hoped that worked out any better after the departure of Jamie Mitchell. Now, speaking of football, Northeast releases their 2015 football schedule. Here's some notable games that will open up the season at home for the first time in 3 years against a very good team in Gulf Coast. They'll have EMCC and Delta at home this year, and they'll also have a Saturday game at Pearl River. They'll finish the season on the road on a Saturday at Holmes, and there is an advantage to opening up at home, as the new head coach Greg Davis tells us.
It's a big advantage because the young men get any routine and get an opportunity to really feel at home a little bit more, and they get through fall camp and they get through summer camp and they get kind of a little bit accustomed to what it's like to be at home with our great crowd that we bring every Thursday night here to Tiger Stadium. So you get a chance to experience that and experience the Northeast atmosphere, and that's really positive for us.
JUCO basketball front in Fulton. ICC forward and former Pontotoc Lady Warrior Lanicky McMillan has signed with Prairie View A&M to play basketball. McMillan averaged 6 points and 5 boards in her 28 games of action, but her talent really goes beyond the stat sheet. Really talented player. She has a wealth of experience playing at the top of basketball in the Magnolia State. Her teammate Ro Allen will also be joining her in Minden, Louisiana, playing for the Lady Panthers. So congratulations to both of those Lady Indians moving on to the next level. Cubbies won in a walk-off today thanks to Addison Russell coming through with a big double, bringing home a run. So good going for the Cubs. Cardinals won. Braves are still in action right now, I believe. And we'll also talk more tomorrow about the Egg Bowl possibly being moved to Thanksgiving.
That'll
big talking points.
I was gonna say that'll keep people's attention for a while.
That's a teaser for tomorrow. You should tune in tomorrow.
There you go. All right, thanks, Robby. We'll be back.